Maesa. So you're not seeing that in the description off to the side because you may never have heard of a Majeska before, but I will tell you, we had this on the air just once during the holiday season, and I was so jealous because Courtney Kaysen got the chance to present these. They are now customer top rated, and this was the soonest we could get this brand known as Bauer's Candies back. And we have Anna Bauer joining us, who is a member of a 4th generation of candy makers. And I am so glad to see that you're here.
Thank you, Sharon.
Thank
it's so
you.
Awesome.
Well, you know how much I loved these.
I do.
Originally, I worked with you before you ever got a chance to go on the air. I remember it. It was great.
Yeah.
But what I remember was when I took my first bite of a Majeska. And I want you to see what they are here before we go into what's on the table. You are getting this beautiful box, and you're getting 40 separate pieces, and these are all handmade for you. 20 of them will be in the what's called vanilla, which is your caramel wrapped around the marshmallow, and then the other 20 will be in the dark chocolate caramel. And you can tell the difference because the vanilla has the gold writing, the dark chocolate has the silver writing. And 52416, it's one of the most affordable items of the show at less than $40 with your shipping included. And I put them on my Facebook page today because I take these very seriously.
I know, I noticed that. It was a great honor too.
So tell us about the history of the company. This is 4 generations.
This is 4 generations. It started with my great-grandfather back in 1889. And the Majeska was always our staple piece. And you know, over the years, it's been passed down from my great-grandfather, grandfather, my dad, and me, the only daughter, to run the company.
And
so
you
far.
know, this is remarkable. And I want you to take a look. You can clearly see the difference between the vanilla and the dark chocolate. It starts with a handcrafted marshmallow, not a store-bought marshmallow, a specific recipe that belongs to this family. And even the shape is a little different. It's slightly shorter and a little bit more square.
Just a little bit more square, and you can tell if you're looking at them, they have little dense pockets. It's not like your normal marshmallow because they're just made by hand. It's what an amazing experience we have there.
It really is. And then, what is special about the caramel? Because I will ask or tell you that when I had my first bite of one of these, I assumed the caramel was going to be chewy before I got to the marshmallow, and it's not. It practically melts into the marshmallow on contact as soon as it hits the warmth of your mouth.
Right. The caramel is, you know, been around since 1889.
Right. We
use the finest, freshest ingredients so that when we're cooking it, it won't become like super sticky while you're eating it. It is going to melt in your mouth along with the marshmallow center, which is a full cream center.
I want you to
It's just going to be an explosion of flavors.
You take that bite. I mean, look at it. I took the bite. You can see exactly where it pulled away. And the caramel and the marshmallow are super soft.
Yeah.
Look at that. The caramel actually, when you squeeze it, moves along with the marshmallow. It is not like any other candy eating experience I've ever had.
It is, and that's what's so great about that is because it is so special and unique that a lot of times people just think caramel. They're like, oh, caramel. You're right, Sharon.
You know what? There's
this
a lot of bad caramel out there. There's a lot of cheap caramel out there that's loaded with a bunch of ingredients where you can kind of taste a weird aftertaste. This is the most delicious, soft, velvety, sweet experience. Because even the marshmallow, unlike marshmallows that you buy in the store, even in the bag, it's like you can squeeze them, but when you take the bite of those, they're almost more chewy. This is more of a soft, velvety treat eating experience.
Just a really creamy center. And as you can tell by looking at these, everything is hand done.
Yeah.
There's no automation in the factory. Each piece, each marshmallow is hand dipped into the caramel and cooled and hand wrapped.
Right.
A lot of wonderful staff.
And you know what? I'm taking one of these over because, I mean, this is like black tie event worthy. They even have, it's almost like these little cigar band ideas, the way that they're wrapped around there. And every one of them is wrapped in its own little special wax paper. So when you unwrap it, it truly is fresh. And speaking of fresh, these are not waiting for the orders today. After the orders come in for these Majeskas, they will be made fresh to order, right?
That's right. Yeah, we don't stock candy. That's one of our pride is that we make candy to order so that you don't have to worry about your candy being, you know, sitting on a shelf for a couple months before you receive it.
And you know what? It is customer top rated. I just wanted to show you again. This is the whole offer, and they're all nested so beautifully in the box. You'll see it on my Facebook page. But look at how you squeeze this. Look at how soft that is. And then again, you take the bite. and it's just delightful. So we're going to show you the box in just a second, and we are getting limited. Dan, would you like to sample? I didn't know where you were going.
How are you?
This is Anna Bauer.
Nice to meet you, Anna.
Look at how gorgeous
Look at how
the box
gorgeous
is.
that box of candy
And there's
is.
another layer
gourmet.
underneath.
Yeah.
When you eat this layer, don't be sad. There's another layer underneath
There's
it.
You know what I would
another
do?
layer.
I treat myself every night to a little bit of this and make that box last.
That's right.
Which one should I try?
Well, this is just tradition. This is the caramel, so the vanilla, regular caramel, but then this one is dark chocolate caramel.
Oh, you know I'm a dark chocolate.
That's
Which
really
is
good.
rare for guys to be into
know.
dark chocolate. I appreciate
wow.
that about you.
That is a soft pillow of pure pleasure. That is
thank
delicious.
you.
Well,
Oh,
well, well.
Wow. Yeah. Ooh. I better get out of here before I get in trouble with this. That's delicious.
Isn't it?
Oh, but it is so good.
Thank
So
you.
soft and
Thanks.
chewy. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Now I
Enjoy
know
that.
what Jessica is.
A Majeska. That's right. And by the way,
right.
we are getting limited again. We had this on once during the holiday season, and as we go through these here, you can tell they're made by hand. They're all just a little different. That is the beauty of this company. That is why, if you are able to find one of those little chocolate houses, maybe in a town that has been there for 30 years, 50 years, 75 years, in this case, over 100 years, you should try it because it's not like the things that you see on the store shelves out there. This is a very unique experience. I said to you, because of the way they're wrapped,
Right.
I take these and I will throw one or two in my handbag. There's a backpack made by Lug that I actually take back and forth to work every day. And when I want a snack, there's something almost meal-like about this experience because most candy, you shovel it in and then you just feel hungry right after you eat it. And this is an experience to be savored. It's a moment.
It is a moment. While we were speaking before, you almost brought me to tears just
I
talking
did.
about it. And I was like, I am just so super proud of this candy company and everything, and to bring such pleasure to the guest and
To everybody.
To everybody. If you take this to an office party or whatever, you're just going to spread so much love and cheer around with these Majeskas.
And this is what you do. So even if you take a bundle of 3 or 4 of them and tie it in a little organza bag and give them out as favors to parties, they would think you spent several dollars a piece
Yes.
on something like this. But take a look at your offer. It's $39.92 for 40 pieces. So you can clearly do the easy math in your head and break down the value. It's not $3 or $4 a piece. We started with 1,700 of these. We have fewer than 400 remaining, and not any of them has been made for you yet. When Anna gets home, she is going to be getting the craftsmanship started because if you've never had a homemade, fresh marshmallow experience, I don't know, you kind of haven't lived a little bit because
really
it's
haven't.
totally different than what you get at the store.
It is completely different. That is for sure. It's more of that cream center, and it's just
Oh, quick question, because we
Yes.
didn't even talk about it. There's
Yeah.
a specific chocolate you use. What's the chocolate you use?
we use Guittard dark chocolate, 100%. That way, it just enhances the flavor of the caramel. And I've introduced the chocolate Majeskas about 4 years ago for the chocolate lovers, and
Right.
it's a great piece of candy. It's so rich and just incredible.
It is rich and soft, and that type of chocolate, that Guittard chocolate, is the perfect balance for this. Please stay where you are. If you're ordering by phone on the line, please go to QVC.com. It's in 52416. We are last call on this, so don't let them disappear because I don't know how long it'll take to get them back. Thank you, my dear.
Thank
so nice
you.
to see you. Read those reviews if you're not sure. It's customer top rated for a reason. And by the way, here is a one-day only value for my grandma's